Oh. Alrighty, sorry about that. Sorry, I hope that didn't blow anybody's ears out. I forgot to change the microphone so that it was working. And I was talking this whole time. As I was saying, we just wait a few minutes for people to get over into the chat from the Ramsey Show or from their lives otherwise. But we got a lot of... Julie, I do talk about like financial stuff, but I do like any excuse to sing. And of course, it being December, that means Christmas. So let's sing a Christmas song. This one's in the key of D flat major, which is a weird key, I think. And this is up on the housetop. Let's give it a shot. No rehearsing at all. So we'll see if I remember how it goes. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joys. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with old Saint Nick. First comes the stocking of little Nell. Oh dear Santa, fill it well. Give her a dolly that laughs and cries, one that can open and shut its eyes. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. Lots of instrumental here. Look in the stocking of little Bill. Oh, just see what a glorious fill. Here's a hammer and lots of tacks, a whistle and ball and a whip that cracks. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. How many more verses? Looks like it just repeats from there. So we'll go ahead and call that one good. Merry Christmas, everybody. In the Ramsey Show chat today, we talked about this song. From Philip Phillips. He was a runner-up on American Idol a long time ago. Hold on to me as we can go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road, and all this wave is stringing us along. Just know you're not alone. Jeez, did no practice. Make this place your home. Anyway, it's good. It's a good song. Maybe I'll practice that once or twice and give it a try tomorrow. Alrighty, so last song before we start talking about stuff, and this is the Baby Steps song. Sing along. Listen for the drum taps. Also taking, I still haven't gotten anybody offering to sing it. Like, oh. Yeah, alright, one more time. Try to talk up to the start of the song. Can't do it. 2. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. Stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. Now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. What up, DH? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What up, AJ? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. 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 Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, brought to you by the Missing in Action Tina Scher, the Queen of Sheba. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat and the people in it, and all things financial and whatever else I want to talk about or sing about, apparently. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, also Ramsey Preferred financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment with me at ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money. And that link is at the top of the chat, also in the episode description below. You can reach me on the Instagram and the Twitter, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. You can ask me any questions at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. And you can ask me about financial coaching, about the scheduling, about how any of that work. You can ask me about anything that's going on my YouTube channel. Of course, the after show, Oak Island, which is crazy. Look at that, episode 4 recap, 6,000 views, over 6,000 views. Crazy. Video gaming, computer stuff, tech stuff, etc., music, whatever you got on your mind, I'll be more than happy to interact with you. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, because 243 subscribers isn't 1,000, I'm not monetized, but you can still donate via PayPal. And that address is paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. Alrighty, let me get to the long to ignored chat. I said, hey Julie, thanks for dropping by. Always love to see new people. We did not get any snow today. Tonight probably, I think. What up, Obs? Thanks for the IO, AJ. DH says, if I did this, I'd have to courageously feel like everyone is singing along. Yeah, I do. And if you're not singing along, it's your fault. AJ says, I'm famous. He must like the 6,000 views on that one video, and it'll just keep doubling it. It'll just add, because episode 6 of the Curse of Oak Island is tonight, so that means the recap. I'll do that and get that uploaded sometime tomorrow. Alrighty, the Ramsey Show hosts today were Dave Ramsey, and he is the author of this book right here, The Total Money Makeover. And that book can change your life. It changed my life, a lot of other people's lives. And he's also the author of a book you can pre-order right now for $20. That is out on January 11th, and that is Baby Steps Millionaires. And for that $20, you get the book and also a bunch of other freebies, bribes, Dave calls them, so that he can open up on the bestseller list on release day. Due to all the pre-orders, you get, among other freebies, you get a free live stream ticket to the event, the book release event that I imagine would happen probably right on the 11th or maybe the night before on the 10th of January. What up, Sid? AJ says, remember us from your yacht. I will. I'll do the after show from the yacht, of course. You have to you have to also have 1,000 subscribers in order to broadcast live from your mobile phone as well, though. So Sid says the tea of the day is Dragon Well, and I will, of course, take her word for that. And if you want that tea warmed up, all you have to do is say Dracarys, and dragons will take care of that for you. Oh, let's see. Oh, we also had a co-host today, and his name is George Camel. He's the host excuse me, of the Fine Print podcast, and also have a little song for him. And this is all I got so far. I'm going to repeat the verse 4 times, though, so it fits in. Got one verse. Anybody wants to complete the song for me? Go ahead. George Shows 3 podcasts. They don't cost a cent. Borrowed future, entree, leadership, and the fine print. George Shows 3 podcasts. They don't cost a cent. Borrowed future, entree, leadership, and the fine print. George Shows 3 podcasts. They don't cost a cent. Borrowed future, entree, leadership, and the fine print. George Shows 3 podcasts. They don't cost a cent. Borrowed future, entree, leadership, and the fine print. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wears ASOS and Deloney wears flannel. No one dresses better than that guy George Camel. That's all I got. So feel free to finish that song and submit that for me, and you can even sing it as well. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, nothing new in the chat, so we'll keep going here. Let's see, where's my notes? Market report. As you can see, everything up today, and we should have stopped the trading when I suggested it this morning, because the small cap Russell Index was up over 3%, and in the last 50 minutes it went down. So that's some stayed up north talk. My daughter talks like that, or not as much anymore, but when she was a little kid, she definitely did. I pretended like I was going to knock down one of her Lego blocks or something like that, something that she had built. I pretended I was going to knock it down, and she said, "Do it." So I always make fun of her for that. But a pretty great day. Dow bringing up the rear today, being up only 1%, 0.40. And that normally you would take that and say, normally that might be a leading. But yeah, honey, feel free to finish it. I don't know what else I don't know that much about George other than what I just put in there already. So I don't really have any more ideas on that. The NASDAQ led the way with 3.03%, which means I have a shot to win fantasy mutual funds for today. And so hopefully that can happen. Let's see what's coming up on earnings calendar. Costco and Broadcom in 2 days. Next week, Accenture, Adobe, Micron Technology, and Nike. All right, so the most followed single stocks on the Google. Apple went up 3.54%, and that is a brand new high for them. Alphabet, which owns Google, was up 2.87%, and that was close to a new high, but not quite for them. As you can see, these guys did pretty well. Tesla up 4.24%. And like I said, with the tech stocks up, that puts me in good position to maybe win the day in fantasy mutual funds, which we did a story about that a while back on the Aftershow. And I thought it was like people actually spending, money and investing and competing with their friends, but the places that have set it up, it's virtual. So you're using the actual numbers, but you're like competing with your friends, and you're not spending any money. So for fun, we're a couple of us are doing it with our actual investments, and we go by percentage of the day, so it doesn't matter if it's your first day or your millionth day of investing. Yep, Judy Pine out because her son dropped by, so thanks for coming by, Judy. Appreciate it. Tell your son we said hello. See, where was I? Oh, okay, and we talked about it. Okay, let's see what the rest of the planet did, if they did as well as we did today. And apparently the only problem with this was that it was yesterday and not today, because they were worried about the Omicron variant yesterday, but it seems like today they said, it'll be all right. So weird. Let's see. Europe is all up. Asia is all up. Let's see what the currencies are like. The US dollar is up on the euro. US dollar is up on the Japanese yen. The US dollar is up on the British pound loaf. And the US dollar is down on the Canadian dollar, How about that, What about us? Didn't change the accent in time. The Australian dollar is up against the US dollar, mate. See here. And let's check out our pals in crypto. And this happens sometimes when the market has a really good day. Crypto does not. So, and it's been falling. Like overall, it's been falling the past month. Overall. Let's see. Sid says, today they said Omicron spreads easily, but is not so bad, so stock's up. All right. Well, I hope they say good news every day. Let's see. We talked about this. This from CNBC. Stocks making the biggest moves midday. Apple, Tesla. We talked about Apple and Starbucks and more. We talked about Apple's new high. Starbucks closed a little bit down, but that's just the biggest moves. That wasn't necessarily going up all day. Starbucks could have been going down all day. Probably don't need anything else from that. Somebody that works at Morgan Stanley raised Apple's price target from 164 to 200 and maintained an overweight rating. So I guess that means, hey, you people that are looking for prices less than 200, go ahead and buy it anyway. Let's see, what else was there? Yeah, I have this elsewhere, but I don't think I could read the article due to no subscription or my ad blocker or something like that. But Intel shares rose 3.1% after the chipmaker announced plans to take its self-driving car unit public in mid-2022. The company acquired Israeli autonomous driving firm Mobileye in 2017. Okay. So perhaps it's not as much Intel's as the previous firm, but they own it now, so more power to you. Jack in the Box, we talked about them yesterday, acquiring Del Taco, and their shares rose 5.8% after Deutsche Bank upgraded the stock to buy from hold. How about that? The firm liked Jack in the Box acquisition of Mexican food chain Del Taco. Now, how funny is that? I'm picturing people in Germany for Deutsche Bank talking about it. Yeah, taco, yeah. So that's funny. Funny to me. Alrighty. There's your Apple showing. Wow. Okay, so it's Apple showing the new high. This is, that's just one day. Let's go to 6 months, as you can see, and as you can see, that's a new high right there. But back to the 1 day, this is probably the aftermarket trading, and you can see it's still a new high even after that. So once tomorrow starts, it should be at a new high again, and you can see it's only 171, closed at 171, and the target price to buy is 200. So they must think it's going to go up a bunch. People love the eye stuff. All right, and this from Intel. Intel stocks rises. We just talked about this. Yeah, see, you gotta have options. You gotta subscribe or sign in or something to do that. But we talked about that already. Let's see. This from Engadget. Google temporarily disrupts a botnet that infected 1 million PCs. On Tuesday, Google disclosed it recently disrupted a massive network of computers infected by Glubteba. The company estimates the malware has infected approximately 1 million Windows PCs globally, which would make it one of the largest known botnets to date. Botnet is a network of computers or internet-connected devices, all infected by malware that is under control of a single party. In this case, Google traced Glubteba to at least 2 individuals based out of Russia. The company is suing them in hopes it will set a precedent, create legal and liability risk for the botnet operators, and help deter future activity. What court is going to say, yeah, you have the legal right to infect computers? That's crazy. Crazy. Amazon Web Services down. That might be what was wrong with Kelly's thermostat earlier. It could be. One of the problems that was wrong with it is that she did not remember the password. That was one of the issues with it. Let's see. Per the Washington Post, the hackers also used some of Google's own services to distribute the malware. The company suspended more than 1,000 accounts that had been used to spread. We don't just plug security holes. We work to eliminate entire classes of threats for consumers and businesses whose work depends on the internet, the company said. All right. Well, you keep doing that. That's approved. That's approved, Google. Alrighty, this from Ars Technica. Microsoft, along that same lines, Microsoft seizes domains used by highly sophisticated hackers in China. I tell you, man, trouble all over. That doesn't mean, though, that everybody in Russia is bad or everybody in China is bad. That doesn't mean it. Move allows Microsoft to intercept traffic infected devices sent to hackers' servers. Microsoft said it seized control of all servers that a China-based hacking group was using to compromise targets that align with the country's geopolitical interests. The hacking group, which Microsoft has dubbed Nickel, has been in Microsoft sites since at least 2016. That's been a while. And the software company has been tracking the now disrupted intelligence gathering campaign since 2019. The attacks against government agencies, think tanks, and human rights organizations in the U.S. and 28 other countries were highly sophisticated, Microsoft said, and used a variety of techniques, including exploiting vulnerabilities in software that targets had yet to patch. Alrighty, so Microsoft on the job too. This from the Wall Street Journal, and we, as usual, from Wall Street Journal, we cannot read that much because I don't have a subscription to that, but we'll read what we can. Basically, this is about the supply chain problem, and one ship stuck in port for 54 days, apparently. The article is called Stuck at Port for 54 Days, How One Ship's Delays Hurt Small Businesses. Stuck aboard the Akinka were Halloween boots that missed the Halloween, games for Christmas that arrived late, and lighting fixtures for a new hotel. In late August, a small container ship called the Akinka left Hong Kong loaded with, among other things, 50-inch Roku TVs, aluminum cookware, and Fender guitars. Something for everybody. As well as about 26,000 backgammon and chess sets designed for a small toy company in California. Destined for a small toy company in California. It arrived off the coast of Los Angeles on September 12th, according to marine tracking data, steaming right into a traffic jam of dozens of ships. It floated in the Pacific Ocean for 54 days before it finally got a chance to unload its cargo. All right, and right there is where I start failing the eye test. Boom, 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 boom. This from Market Watch. Now I was on this earlier today when I loaded this article up, and it said you're near your limit. And so if I go away from it and come back to the tab, that's enough to put me over the article limit. Anyway, it says, after a brief Omicron scare, the Dow is now poised for the best start to a December in 24 years. Here's what history says happens next, and unfortunately we don't get to know what that is because I'm not a subscriber to that. So, I mean, we could just take their word for it, I guess, and expect the best December in 24 years. That would be approved by this reporter. See what else we got. This from Business Insider. Oh, Business Insider on MSN.com. Progressive in Congress are backing a bill for a 4-day work week. U.S. Representative Pramila Jayapal, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, Democratic from Washington, chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, speaks to reporters following a Progressive Caucus meeting on Capitol Hill in Washington, October 28, 2021. Okay, so that was not today. But anyway, the Congressional Progressive Caucus endorsed a 4-day work week bill. The bill was the first introduced by California Democrat Mark Takano over the summer. It follows the lead of other countries who have tried shortening their weeks to uplift workers. If they're gonna, is the government going to, if they pass this, is the government going to make up the difference? Is it going to, lower the prices of everything people buy in the United States to make up for that lost wages, or how does that work there? Sid says it won't affect her even if it passes. TBH. Honestly, TBH. Why won't it affect you? Because you do, everyone does 10 hours now. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying. But for those that are locked into a 8-hour day, etc. And so, of course, the whole Ramsey thing is, you work more, and at least until you get to a certain level in the baby steps, and I'm assuming that you would still be allowed to work more than that. It's just that you wouldn't be required to for it to count as full time. Although 32 hours is already considered full time. Sid works for a utility company. Really, do tell, Sid. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 is only a suggestion for us. Just a suggestion. It's more of a guideline than a rule, right? Congressional Progressive Caucus just endorsed the aptly named 32-Hour Workweek Act. According to a statement from Representative Mark Takano, the Democrat representing California's 41st District. The caucus, comprised of nearly 100 legislators, is a key progressive voice and has made its power known during recent infrastructure negotiations. Far too long. Workers across the country have been forced to put in longer hours as their wages barely budge. The problem is, somebody's going to have to pay for it. And I'm afraid that it's going to be the population that no longer has to work for, have a 5-day work week. And so I don't think this caucus is going to kick in the extra money. So, in the U.S., wages have been declining for 5 decades with economic growth increasing, benefiting workers less. Working a 4-day work week isn't gonna fix it. 32-hour work week would go a long way toward finally righting that balance, is what the lady said. Prioritizing the health, well-being, and basic human dignity of the working class. 40 hours of working a week will not kill you. Promise. You can take that to the bank. All right, we got one more today. This is from actual Business Insider today. Since that would be more vacation for some of her guys. I'm sure they work hard over there at the power company, fixing problems, keeping everybody's power on. $92,000 flying car can reach speeds of 63 miles per hour, and that's what it looks like now. I'm sure when it's already on sale. It says company's first flying car, Jetson 1, is already on sale. I'm sure eventually they'll put side panels on it and put a radio in there. Maybe even internet in there, and then it'll be all good to go, and then we'll all have them. It can reach a top speed of 63 miles per hour and can run for 20 minutes. 20-minute commute. So that's all you got. And then what? You have to recharge it, or you can purchase a car anywhere in the world. All right, let's see how it works if it says. Jetson 1 is the name of it, and that's a reference to the Jetsons, a cartoon from back in the day, probably late 70s, probably, not even late 70s. Maximum speed is 63 miles an hour thanks to its 8 electric motors, which generate 102 horsepower. Car can run continually for 20 minutes. Take off vertically, remain airborne. Doesn't specify the maximum altitude the vehicle can reach. That's your problem. Let's see. Car can be controlled with a 3-axis joystick, and there's a throttle lever to adjust power. This is why you play video games, so you can control your car one day. No expense has been spared when it comes to safety. All right. Chassis inspired by the same technology used in race cars. Company said it would be able to fly even if it loses an engine. Well, it has 8. There is an emergency function that takes control of the aircraft, a LiDAR sensor capable of tracking the terrain to avoid obstacles, and a parachute with a rapid deployment system. All right. Already sold out for 2022, so if you had that in mind for Christmas, forget it. Has more deliveries scheduled for 2023. If you're interested, you can reserve one online with a deposit of $22,000. Shipped as partially assembled kit, and so requires some assembly required, apparently. All right, so it doesn't tell us why it can only run 20 minutes continuously. It doesn't say if it needs, to be recharged or what. I guess it needs to be recharged. Don't know. Alrighty. I know Sid has sent me some articles, and I did not get those ready because I thought that this would be plenty today, but apparently I ran right through them. Of course, I didn't get through the one song because of no practicing home by Philip Phillips. Check out the original song, obviously. Oh, let's see what we got here. Upcoming streams. Oh, let's see if we got another subscriber during the show. We did. How about that? So if I wish it would just keep going up. If I refreshed, I would do that a lot. Upcoming streams, of course, this show, Ramsey Show, Aftershow show, is on every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time or thereabouts. Whenever the Ramsey Show YouTube video ends is when I start my show, and again, that's Monday through Friday. And even if Ramsey Show is a replay, I will be live. And that includes Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday. I was live on both of those days. As far as Christmas, when's Christmas? Let's see. Christmas Eve is a Friday and Christmas Day is a Saturday. So that Christmas Eve, I'll have my son. I might take that day off. Depending on what's going on with my son there. But anyway, upcoming streams, father-daughter video gaming will preempt any scheduled stream except the after show and the Oak Island recaps when Bella is available. So when she says I'm available, let's play games, we'll be playing games. And we play co-op games. Already did the after show plug. Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I alternate between tech support and Ramsey Coach Support, not in the same show. Yesterday, I did tech support with Coach Steve Money, and based on my 20 plus years as a PC repair tech. And so that means next Monday will be Ramsey Coach Support. And on both of those, I go to the Reddit, and I go to the tech support subreddit, which is reddit.com/r/tech support. Or if it's Ramsey Coach Support, I go to the r/Dave Ramsey subreddit, and answer people questions. I may on the Ramsey Coach Support, if they just are detailing things that they are on, or like the way that they are going about the steps or milestones, etc. We'll comment on those, in addition to answering any questions that people are asking. Wednesday at no set time, the Curse of Oak Island recaps will be uploaded. That's a pre-recorded, not a live stream, although a live stream of it would be fun. I might do one of those maybe for maybe the half season mark, or the end of the season thing. Maybe I'll do a live recap. But it comes on Tuesday nights on the History Channel, and normally I cannot watch it until Wednesday mornings. So, and depending on how my day goes at my PC repair job, it will take different amounts of time to get it ready and get it recorded and then upload it. And Wednesday and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, is Old Man Video Gaming, and I play single-player games. Righty. And let's go to my plugs again. You can schedule a free consultation right at that link right there. You can also go to the link at the top of the chat or in the episode description, and that is ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money. This P is to take you to the PayPal donation link, and that is paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Instagram is Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And email is CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you about anything you want to talk about at all. Alrighty. And from the yacht. I don't know what is it from in the yacht. Something about streaming, I'm guessing. Sorry, Sid, I didn't see right when you put that, so I don't know what I was talking about at the time. We'll see if she has any. I wonder if I chased that. Who was that person that was new? Julie Bryan. I wonder if I chased her away with my singing. She said, I thought there was going to be finance stuff on here, and he's just singing badly. Said must be tabbing out and stuff. There she goes. Shows live even on Thanksgiving, even on Black Friday. Right, and even from the yacht. Yes, if I ever get incredibly rich from the YouTube or any other means. You're right, Sid. Thank you for explaining. I appreciate it. Alrighty, and how we sign off is I came up with Make Smart Financial Decisions, and Sid said you should end it with every day. And I do. Sid, did you notice before I said something about it the other day that every day here I didn't even notice it? 150 some, as much as I noticed incorrect spellings and grammar and stuff. It was about 150 shows or so. And I noticed that every day here should be 2 words. It's every day altogether like that if it's like Everyday Millionaires. But as far as make financial decisions every day, that should definitely be 2 words. Chris Pittman is doing a different job now, so he's not able to hang out with us. And I haven't emailed him yet. Maybe I'll email him and see if he can do an updated one with that, fixing that. Yeah. Sid says get Pittman on it. Did you notice that before that? I just didn't notice. I may also have been, not even concerned about it. I may have been just so grateful to get those. Chris donated his time to make all of my logo stuff, like right there and that one. So, Chris Pittman, I appreciate it, and you can get him at Designed by Pittman. I'm going to put it it's in the description. But I'm going to put it in the chat right there. So it'll be in the chat at the bottom or near the bottom. It's designed, past tense, designedbypittman@gmail.com. Sid did not consider the grammatical implications, but I knew it was always one word. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, it's not correct. Should be 2 words there, but Chris, we love you anyway. We miss you, and hopefully we'll be able to see you again one day soon. Alrighty. Oh, so let me just say it again and hit the end stream button. Thanks for hanging out to the end, Sid. Appreciate it muchly. Make smart financial decisions every day.